With their festive feel, these Walnut Thumbprint Cookies make an alluring addition to any celebratory spread. But the real victory is in the recipe itself, which is drastically lower in sugar, made with healthy fats, and even includes immune-boosting superfoods. First, we'll toast some walnuts by spreading the nuts out on a large sauté pan over medium-low heat and cooking for about 3 to 5 minutes, stirring occasionally so as not to burn them. Once the nuts are fragrant, we'll transfer them to a plate to let them fully cool, and then add them to a food processor. We'll blitz the nuts briefly to grind them down into a coarse flour, leaving some gravel-sized pieces intact. We'll transfer these to a bowl and reserve a little bit for the topping separately. To make the dough, we'll add some spelt flour to the food processor, some monk fruit sweetener, a little bit of coconut sugar, flaxseed powder, baking powder, and salt. And we'll give this a brief blitz just to combine. As an optional superfood ingredient, you can also add a little bit of chaga powder, which offers a healthy boost to your immune system. And we'll mix that in too. Now we'll add some coconut oil, some vanilla extract, and a little almond milk. And process this again to form a smooth dough. Now we'll add the large bowl of walnuts and pulse everything together until the walnuts are well distributed. We'll gather the dough together, wrap it up tightly, and refrigerate for 1 hour. To make the cookies, we'll scoop up some of the chilled dough, form it by hand into a ball, and roll the top into the reserved walnuts. And we'll place it onto a baking sheet lined with parchment. Once all the balls are formed, we'll flatten them slightly and smooth out any cracks that form. And we'll bake the cookies for 10 minutes at 350 degrees. Now that the cookies are half baked, we'll form the thumbprint by using the back of a small spoon and create a light depression in the center of each cookie. And we can return these to the oven to bake for another 6 to 10 minutes. Now that the cookies are golden, we'll let them cool on the pan for a little bit before transferring them to a wire rack to allow them to cool for 20 minutes. For the filling, we'll use some all-fruit jam. Raspberry or apricot goes particularly well, and mix in a little bit of cambu powder for a major vitamin C boost. And we'll dust the cookies with a little sugar-free monk fruit powdered sweetener just to add to their allure. And finally, we'll fill each of the cookies with a little bit of this superfood boosted jam. Get the full recipe, cooking tips, and so much more at luminberry.com. Did you love this video? Give us a like and hit subscribe to get all the latest on cooking with superfoods.